Fintech of the Year award has been handed out since 2018, and actually the previous winners, Enfuse and P3 Cloud Asset, will be joining us later today in the panel. But now it's time to have a look at this year's finalists. The finalists were selected in a public poll by our audience, and they will be now pitching to our judges, who are Riikka Salminen from the payment giant Visa, Andre Rodin from leading European bank BNP Paribas, and Toby Lywood from Ox, a venture capital firm in London. After the pitches, the judges will have a serious discussion, and then they will finally, hopefully, announce the winner at the end of this event. So now, let's get started with the finalists, who are ReceiptHero, Tomorrow Tech, Valega Chain Analytics, Voima Gold, and Roy Financial Technologies.
Hello, my name is Joel, and I'm the founder and CEO in ReceiptHero. We are solving a global problem and ecological disaster called paper receipts. But before diving into the problem, I would like to introduce our team. And regarding our team, we just raised a seed round of 2 million. So we are not looking for money at the moment, but looking for impactful A-round investors who would like to participate on the next round. What comes to our team, we are all serial tech entrepreneurs, background in Fintech and SaaS. Before we founded ReceiptHero, we established a company called eTasku, which is now being acquired by Accountor Group, and eTasku is today the most used travel expense management software in Finland. Okay, into the problem. When we talk about digital receipts, we are not talking about email receipts or images or PDF files. We are talking about structured SKU-level receipt data from API from systems to systems. So that's quite important to remember. And how ReceiptHero works in practice, it's very simple. You just pay with your payment card in any of the ReceiptHero enabled locations, and we deliver the receipt data automatically into your banking application or travel expense management software. So what you need to do is just pay with your payment card, and the receipt data flows automatically into your banking account and banking application. And what we have built in the background, so we have API platform for merchants so that they can easily push the receipt data into our platform. And then we have partner API for banking applications, loyalty schemes, accounting softwares, so that they can easily get the receipt data from our APIs. So we are basically in the middle of every banking application and challenger bank and fintech. When there's a payment transaction, there should be a receipt, and we are delivering those receipts on those applications. Today, before end of 2020, we have over 2,000 merchants integrated into our system on the merchant sides. We have lots of global partners like Verifone and CGI on the PSP and point of sale side. And then we have banking application and partners like Nordic largest bank Nordea and SAP with their Eurocard product. So what we are building on top of the receipt data, there's lots of things that we can do that can be a better customer feedback or reviews, so that you can tap in feedback from your banking app, or we can do card linked loyalty or extended warranties, or there's lots of opportunities on receipts that we can do. So the market that we have estimated for digital receipts will be huge in the coming years. We have estimated based on the business tracks that we have that digital receipts will be over 30 billion market in the coming years. So key highlights from my presentation is that we have a 30 billion market. We have highly experienced management team. We already have the technology in place, and the platform has been built, and the receipts are flowing from merchants to banking applications, and we have proved our business model to be working. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Eero Talonen. Let me present to you a revolutionary fintech, Tomorrow Tech. We are a digital product studio of 10 people with exceptional skill in getting things done. And here are some examples of just that. It was late 2018, and we were working with 6 banks, with real estate agents and the Finnish government. And we had a problem that we need to establish a common process for selling apartments that have paper share certificates. And what one of the biggest real estate agencies told us is that there's no way we can trade paper shares digitally. So we got to work, and in June 2019 the trading had started. And by the way, we were working with 6 rival banks here and got them working together. So in order to finance this platform and to better commit the key stakeholders to the platform, we decided it's best to establish a joint venture with the banks. We pitched this idea to our lawyers and who had experience of similar endeavors, and they told us that there's no way you'll get this done. But we got to work, and then in 3 months the contracts had been signed, and we had a joint venture for Dias, and Tomorrow Tech, by the way, was still the main owner there. So Dias is currently our main product. It is a digital trading platform for the Finnish residential market, real estate market, and it is a platform that changes the way we buy and sell apartments. The vision for the platform from the start has been to enable the selling and buying of apartments within minutes rather than potentially the weeks that it takes nowadays without Dias. So once a real estate agent has a buyer for the apartment, the realtor can just click a button in their own software and send it to Dias, and after that Dias takes care of the whole process automatically, rather than for the realtor to start calling the banks, calling the buyers, sellers, set up a meet for everyone to meet at the same place at the same time and so on, scan documents and so on. So Dias takes care of that automatically. The banks check contracts with algorithms. The only manual step actually there is for the buyer and seller to sign digitally. And after that, Dias takes care of the payments and transfer of ownership automatically. And this is actually something we have in production right now. There are still some manual steps involved, so it takes from hours to usually to days, because, for instance, the payments are handled manually by the banks and then confirmed in Dias. The business model is that the realtor and the banks pay for each successful transaction. We have 99% of the Finnish mortgage market on board. The platform is actually based on blockchain technology, and thus we have nodes for all of the banks. Then in addition, the platform provides APIs for the realtors to integrate with, and in addition, Dias is integrated with the tax authority in Finland, and in the future the National Land Survey. And we do have pretty much all of the important systems on board. As said, this has been a collaboration that brought together an industry as well as the government, and to highlight the significance of this, I have some articles from the biggest newspaper in Finland that wrote about us over the years. So a collaboration like this hasn't been seen between the banks since the 1990s. In 2018, this platform is unlike anything we have in the Nordics or in the world. In 2019, once we got to production, trades are happening every day, and now today Dias market share is more than 20% after being in production since last year's June. The issues in real estate trading are similar everywhere, and we have reached break-even in Finland, but we know that there's apartment sales going on all around the world, so we are now looking for the next market areas to focus on, and I would be happy to discuss with you further, so please contact me. Lastly, the team behind it all, the brilliant individuals who get things done. Thank you.
We actually failed our first blockchain company. We had entered a very unregulated market, and it was basically a wild west where we were very naive. We saw the rise of criminal activities happening. We saw that there were not enough tools to actually track and prevent these kind of happenings from taking place. And we saw that banks and other financial institutions were actually at risk. However, this was about to change with the 5th Anti-Money Laundering Directive. It made sure that people needed to actually know where the money was coming from and monitor these transactions. So we decided to pivot, and we created a financial compliance platform. Here, companies could connect and really get the automated risk scoring, real-time transaction monitoring, and even do reporting to the law enforcement and other financial authorities. We can get account balances and more using this platform. We're also working on actually getting crypto to fiat transactions being monitored for banking. We built a Pathfinder. It's a decentralized transaction graph, which allows us to conduct live investigations, track the flow of assets, and really like this follow the money trail to try and catch perpetrators. We tested this actually this summer. First, with a Twitter hack. We were the first company in the world to actually provide some information about what was going on, as well as with a big Finnish hack that has been happening with the mental health institution Vastaamo, and we have been working quite a lot with that. Our business model is simple. We're software as a service, B2B and banks. We white label our solutions towards accounting firms and other consultancy firms, and we do a case by case for cybersecurity and government professionals. The market is growing. We're looking at something like $60 billion worth of governance and risk assessment tools coming in the next few years. And the World Health Organization, the World Economic Organization has actually said that Bitcoin and blockchain will be household names in the coming years. We do have some competitors out there. However, we're actually catering to the mass adoption of cryptocurrencies and towards the masses. So we feel that we're more user-friendly and we are at a lower cost than the rest. We have some cool achievements. We were the first company with crypto to actually be backed up by Business Finland. We were the innovation pitch winner in Tallinn in 2019. We are in negotiations with Fortune 500 companies. We were part of the prestigious Accelerator Frankfurt this year. We're getting new clients every month. And we were the strongest team at the Game of Ideas in Finland this year, as well as we were one of the most interesting companies in the Helsinki Fintech. Our team is actually built out of several tech entrepreneurs, financial entrepreneurs, as well as major compliance officers from the biggest companies, as well as cryptographers. We did close a successful seed round this year from 3 different countries, and that allows us to automate our systems, bring in machine learning to a next level within our technology, as well as scale up in Europe and do better with a Swift for blockchains, which is something we are building right now. And we're working for the Series A in the next 12 months, where we're looking for both partners as well as expansion into the Asian markets, which are really, really growing due to new regulations coming up. All right, thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Marko, Viinikka, and I'm CEO and founder of Voima Gold, and we do gold-based banking. It all started in 2008 when I was working as a financial brokerage company as an assistant, and the financial crisis came. And I asked my supervisors and older colleagues that what was happening, because the market started quite quickly recovering. And they answered that central banks started to print money, and I questioned myself that was there too little money in the world? And as a son of farmer, the answer didn't really satisfy me. And at the later stage, I was in charge of 40 different client portfolios, and I was managing them, and the euro crisis hit in at the later stage. And I draw a liability map for all of my customers' liabilities, what kind of risks they were facing, and after drawing this liability map, I could not work anymore. I was unable to attract new clients and really perform well. So I decided that I asked the question myself that why should I care about it, because other financial industry does not think about it. So basically I started thinking these 40 individual clients and their future, what would happen them, because I knew them really well, what would happen them if some of these liabilities would go down. So I figured out that their future matters, and working hard and doing the right thing really matters. So the problem one is that people lose wealth every day because new money is added to economy endlessly, and this decreases the purchasing power of money. So here you can see the rise of Federal Reserve balance sheet. It's same in other major fiat currencies as well. Gold fixes this. With thousands of years of stability, the gold has been able to stay valuable, while the other currencies have crashed one after another. The another problem is that the customers don't own their hard-earned money in their bank account. Basically, the bank owns it juridically. Even though that you will control it, the banks own it. And many customers are really unaware of this. And it brings risk without decent compensation, because interest rates are either zero or negative. So basically, by the European Central Bank regulations, only 1% of the assets is required to keep in the bank. So if I deposit 100 euro to my bank account, bank can lend 99 euros to consumer credit, mortgages, business finance, and government bonds. And this brings risk for me because household debt is all-time high, municipal debt is all-time high, corporate debt is all-time high, government debt is all-time high. And usually after this kind of events, some people fail, and now it's my money at the bank is at the risk. But our product Voima account is the solutions, because we don't bank euros, we bank gold. It physically exists on own built story vault in Helsinki, and they're quarterly audited by PwC. And it's 100% insured, and we have over 100% gold reserves. And the gold in the account is the purest form possible. Today, we are a purpose-driven team, up to 20 people based in Helsinki. We have over 2,000 customers from over 20 countries. We have fully documented and audited processes, and we have in-house security, legal, ESG, design, and IT, to name a few. Our revenue this year is about 20 million euros, and next year we will be cash flow positive. Tomorrow, we will, so basically at the future, we will integrate SWIFT payments to our Voima account and insert also credit card like Visa or MasterCard to this. And we will also start offering Euro credit to all of our clients. And our mission is to be the safest bank in the world and lead the change to gold-based financial services. And for service is for those who want their purchasing power to last through this time and for the generations to come. And if you want to know more, go www.voimagold.com and learn more about our purpose, mission, vision, and financing situation. We are not currently raising, but we're looking for partners, and at the later stage we will raise around. Thank you. Bye now.
After selling my part of my first company, I got extra money, and I was thinking, what should I do? I signed up to a trading platform and felt overwhelmed. The service was clearly not made for a consumer like me. This was the starting point of Roy, an easy app with financial learning programs and investing tool. The gatekeepers of Wall Street have been committed to keeping the masses at bay. The male-dominated finance industry is missing out more than $700 billion a year in revenue by failing to listen or tailor product for females. We teach often underserved group of consumers to take their finances on their own hands. The feature called Roy Trainer helps consumers to gain knowledge from everyday budgeting to trading. The accessible, bite-sized modules and live webinars help consumers learn the basic financial know-how, and embedded deeper financial tools such as budgeting tool, compound interest calculator, and personal income statement and balance sheets are another way to widen participation, providing more consumers with the financial support they need throughout life. The best part is that we offer ROI Trainer to consumers as well as companies so that they can offer it to employees as a financial well-being service. Besides learning programs, ROI is an investment platform that offers a wide range of investment products, from stocks to ETFs. ROI's twist lies in its integration of social components into the traditional investing process, which is called the team trade model. The company's C2B bulk trading model easily creates huge orders for the stocks and ETFs and leaves more room to cut trading prices. By sharing ROI product information on social networks such as WhatsApp, users can invite their contacts to form a trading team to get a lower price for their trade. The lowering price mechanism, coupled up with other incentives such as lottery for a free trade, ROI manages to acquire users at a very low cost. Combined with that extra satisfaction of scoring a good deal with your friends and, of course, other users as a team, ROI soon becomes a viral sensation in Europe. Yes, we know that the revelation that bulk buying means lower prices will probably not shake you to your core. Where competitors take a hands-off, anonymous approach to bulk trades, ROI incentivizes consumers to get involved and try prices down themselves. In a sense, ROI uses the network effects of social media to give this age-old practice a 2020 makeover. ROI is about using social networking to connect with like-minded investors, with clear benefits to reaching out as many people as possible. Through social sharing, users are sending investment information precisely to friends and groups that may have similar income and investment strategy preferences. Partnering up with the industry leaders, we are able to offer users stocks and ETFs in 135 different markets, while most of our competitors are only offering US and UK equities. ROI has a strong and gender-diverse team with relevant expertise, and we also have diversity in experience. I worked together with Jana, our sales director, already in my first company in 2015. Now she is leading the sales of our B2B software as a service with great success. Also, our tech team has previously worked in the same company and developed respirator software in highly regulated healthcare segment, among many other things. Our team consists of multiple successful serial entrepreneurs, so pressure and overcoming challenges is not particularly new to us. Our advisors include Tuomas, the founder of Holvi, super lawyer Marcus, and of course our lovely shareholder Lisa, who has previously worked in the Finnish Financial Supervisory Authority for over 12 years. We already have a hiring funnel too. With the help of Seed Round, we are able to broaden our team with compliance officer, marketing manager, and 2 senior software engineers. And of course, grow our monthly recurring revenue to 100K. Yes, we are raising right now. If you got interested to hear more about the round, please do not hesitate to contact us. This is Roy. We want to make financial well-being and investing available for the rest of us. My name is Mänty. I am the founder and CEO of the company. Thank you.
Fantastic! That was all the 5 finalists. We will know the winner in an hour or so, but now let's jump back to our commentator studio. What are your thoughts, Paul and Ville?
Wow, thank you, Janne. A lot of fantastic pictures there. Now, Ville, who would have known that we had so many fantastic fintechs up here in the frozen north of Finland, right?
Indeed.
Much going on in the fintech space here. Now, I'm not sure I would be able to select which one was the best one out of those. We'll get to find out later, right, from the judges. I think they all had some fantastic ideas, though, and solutions. And nice to see some of our close associates and friends in some of those pitches. They weren't actually presenting themselves, but they were listed as part of the organizations. And I think some of them have been guests on our previous episodes. Kia Finlo Bates was a guest on our last episode, right?
Yeah.
Talking about blockchain and the weather, yes. Not sure how we did on our bingo card, but I'm pretty sure we completed them. How about you, Ville?
I guess the only word I'm looking for here is bingo, and really it was a buzzword bingo there. But after seeing all those pictures, I gotta say, not all of them are the same, but they do rhyme, and I think actually collaboration is the common factor here.
Absolutely, I think collaboration is super critical. Did I hear blockchain in there a few times? It isn't. Blockchain supposed to have changed everything just a few years back?
Yeah, I think just to put everything on the blockchain and then the world peace will happen and all the problems will disappear magically. Yep. Now, the blockchain has delivered some things though. For example, it has delivered me a plentiful supply of socks. So I have Ripple socks on me today. So
you've also got some IBM blockchain socks, right?
I do, and I do also R3 quarter socks. So I have plenty of socks. I think I even have Quorum socks. So anyway, I think I'm set for socks for a lifetime now. So thank you, blockchain, for that. But there's another bad blockchain joke I gotta tell you. So
okay.
I'm gonna pre-apologize for this, but I think we have to kind of keep our reputation of bad jokes going. So do you know why the restaurant industry is hesitant to get on the blockchain?
No, but I'm sure you're gonna tell me.
They are worried that they will be stuck with a single source of truth. And I pre-apologize, so I'm not going to do that again.
Listeners, what do you think to that one? Let us know. But from my personal perspective, Ville, I have a strong opinion that the banks need to change their focus from the traditional product-based business models that we are actually very used to and adopt a more customer-centric view. So put the customer at the center rather than the products as they have done to date. I have written a lot of blogs and delivered several keynote presentations on this. As you know, Ville, we've had a lot of discussions about this in the past. Mm-hmm. Now, a key element in this transition is for the banks to find new revenue models that are not based on margins that are embedded into their products, but focus more on possibly a subscription-based model based on tailored advisory services to their clients. I talk a lot about the data-enabled client in this context. So with that in mind, I did find the pitch from Roy extremely interesting and refreshing. But Ville, I noticed one of the guests' pitches was from Tomorrow Tech.
Yeah.
Weren't you involved in that somehow through Nordea?
I was indeed. I distinctly remember the time when the guys from Tomorrow Tech came over to Nordea, and we went to have a lunch at the local sushi restaurant, and I was sold on their vision and their kind of eager approach to building something truly new and decentralized in form of a distributed ledger technology enabled network for real estate trading or residential real estate trading in Finland. And indeed, the CEO of Tomorrow Tech is Sami Honkonen. He was a guest in our podcast.
Another guest, yes.
And I think he was in season one of the earlier episodes we did. And he's an interesting character for sure. We talked a lot about death metal bands, which is another common feature of the Finnish kind of landscape. There's a lot of snow and darkness and death metal bands. So I think they all go together somehow nicely.
And ice swimming.
Oh yes, indeed.
Yes.
Swimming in the ice cold sea is one of the traits of the Finns as well. In addition to the other stuff like sauna and Santa Claus, obviously. But hey, again, fantastic pitches, a lot of friends out there, and even even though we did some really bad jokes here, I think we got through this segment with lifted minds.
Yes.
Now, Janne, back to the studio.